Well, hello. So I have given up the gym for good because I'm going to build my own gym, and I decided to go with Rep Fitness. Now, I've read a lot about these guys, and these guys don't just manufacture things and send them out there. They test them thoroughly. Now, this isn't going to be a test review of anything, but I'm excited about getting my gym, my home gym, in order so I can get back at it from this long house build. Let's get going. Well, in the previous home gym episode, you saw that I had purchased the Rep Fitness Arcadia machine. It is an exceptional machine, very well built. I'm extremely happy with it. To go with that, I ordered the AB-3000 bench, and we're going to get started on building that right away. Now, this looks like a very simple assembly. I'm going to do a review probably on a separate video, but this is pretty simple. I mean, not a lot of pieces. I love the way that they packaged it. You didn't get to see an unboxing of it. That's not really what I like to do. I just want to go through assembling it with you. It comes with a QR code or printed instructions. Again, like I did with this, I'm going to use the printed instructions. Go over it, read over it, just to make sure you don't make any mistakes, but this is pretty simple. I think anybody could tackle this. The back pad, the seat pad down there, your crossbar that supports your wheels, and your little, I don't know what you call it, but the little footlock bar that goes on there. That's about all there is to it. It has an adjustable back, which I like. Lays completely flat or upright. I think it'll go one more, straight up and down. So yeah, I don't know that you can kind of get anything out of order, but I am going to follow the order of the instructions. They include the wrenches that you need, which is nice. Not ratchets, but you're only going to be putting a few bolts together in this, so it should be easy. Let's get it together. All right, well, step one is going to be to attach the wheel bar. That's what I'm calling it. The wheels, you see there's an angle there. You want that angle facing upward so the wheels don't engage until you lift the bar to remove. There's a little C channel right here, so we're going to slide this into that C channel. We have to lift it up a little bit. And the instructions tell you to take the bolts. No washer on this, so just take the bolts and run it through the back on both of them. Add a washer to the front and put this together. Now that's a 12 millimeter bolt. You're going to need an 18 millimeter socket, or you can use the little spanner assembly that comes with it. The instructions say it doesn't come with anything. I'm sure that they've thrown that in there since those instructions were printed, but let me scoot over here. They do come with two of these little guys. It's kind of a multi-spanner tool, so if you want to hold it to the back, that way you can wrench it down. They work just fine. They're not as comfortable as maybe a box, like a box wrench or an open face wrench or anything like that, or adjustable, or another ratchet like this. So I just am choosing to use the ratchets, and yeah, I mean, it's just about as simple as that. So far, so good. Okay, next we're going to go put on the I don't know what you call it again. It's a foot bar or something like that. So next we're going to go put that on. All right, so what it tells you to do, you have one long bolt in there. It looks like they're calling it I don't know what they're calling that, 10 millimeter. It's about 5 or 6 inches. And they're telling you to set this in here like this. Put a washer on that bolt first. Lined up like so. Takes a little contortion. There we go. Washer and bolt. This is a 17 millimeter. Once again, you can use these spanner wrenches or a ratchet. Now it says here that you need to fully tighten it and back it off. So I'm going to take it hand tight like that, reverse my ratchet and back it off a quarter turn. So the next that we'll do is we'll place the pads on your little area for your shins or your legs. Very simple. You slide this on. Go. Same thing on the other side. And then we take this very large washer and your cap head Allen there. We're going to put it on like this. Again, it says in the instructions that this is not included, but they did include it. So, once again, I appreciate them including it. I'm going to tighten these all the way down. Same thing on the other side. The next thing we're doing is we're working on the back pad. We're going to take these longer, looks like a 3-inch bolt, and put the washers on it. And while we're at it, we're going to put the washers on these shorter ones, which are going to be for the seat pad. Okay, let's get this back pad on. First, I'm going to go ahead and stand it in the upright position, leaning back just a little bit. And then if you look at the back of this pad, there's a sticker clearly that says this way up. I think that keeps the seam towards the bottom, which I like. Keep it clean. Although it does look like it's multi-directional if you happen to put it on the wrong way. I don't know that it's that big of a deal, but we're going to go ahead and do it the way they tell us to. Set this pad in place. You see, by setting this up more vertical, you know, it's not going to slide down on you. You can actually put your hand at the bottom of it and have a little bit easier time lining up the hole. I'm going to get it started. Once again, hand tight. And we're going to just do all 4 of them the same way. Alright, well, it's time to put on the seat cushion. It goes on the same way that the back cushion did. These 4 shorter bolts for this. I am going to raise this up, or you may want to put the bench on its side, but I think I can do it this way. This just gives me a little bit easier access to it. Kind of hard to get my fat chunky fingers in there, so I think I'm going to use a ratchet on this one and make my job a little easier. The spanner wrench does come in handy, but you can see how difficult it might be to get in there. So let's get this thing on. Okay, one thing I've decided to do is to put an extension on that 13 millimeter. It just makes it easier to get up inside to work with. It actually comes with these pins as well that is your selector. I'm going to go ahead and put this pin in and keep it up out of the way, so when I'm setting this pad on, I'm not fighting while trying to get it in there. again, I'm gonna get them hand tight first and then start ratcheting. Those are all tightened down. The last thing I have to do is to put this extra pin in. So that would go right here. Now this is adjustable, so the reason this pin is here is so you can push it all the way back. It won't exceed that. You can still use this spot right there. So it tucks it up out of the way. Lower that down as needed, and that wraps it up. All right, guys, well, that wraps up the assembly of the AB-3002 from Rep Fitness. I really like the material. It's very heavy duty. It's got a great texture to it. I like the finish of it. The finish is a metallic black, which I chose because the Arcadia is a metallic black. So I do like how you can pick it up and move it right into place. That's about it. 2 thumbs up for this. I'm really happy with it. Stay tuned for a review on the AB-3002.